Y'all do realize that some people really can recognize that you are a true chosen one, that you're really divine, and that you have gifts, and there's something different about you. And that's probably why they treat you the way that they treat you. Even if they treat you in a good way, they know it. And if they mistreat you, some people, they know it too. This is why some of you guys have been counted out as the black sheep, and they mishandled you from the jump. Since you were a certain age, they've been treating you a certain way. This is exactly why it is. But listen, you know who else knows that you have gifts? The gov, okay? The people, the higher ups. They know the ones that have the gifts. They know the ones that are to jobs, certain are chosen. And this is the type of energy that they are really, really drawn to. Even though they try to act like they're not drawn to their energy, because they will try to literally ignore you and mistreat you too. You won't get your way when it comes to jobs, certain educational things. You know, you may be on a blacklist. You may be on a list where people just count you out because they know if they can get you to stop using your energy, they can be able to use it for themselves. I'm just speaking facts, okay? But listen, I got another series for you guys, and we're speaking about this situation when it comes to people knowing. And y'all remember them tests we used to have when we were younger? They would give us different tests to see if we have gifts. You know, those hearing tests they used to have, and certain things they would do for you to look and see. Certain things they would have you to see through some type of lens to see if you can see certain things that other people didn't see. What type of shape do you see when you look at this? Like, or it was just certain things they would do, certain tests to test the gifted or the talented, okay? And they considered you that, or some of them just really did not. They didn't even consider you that because they didn't want you to know. I mean, think about it. If they didn't consider you gifted when you were tested, if they didn't consider that you were talented, obviously they wanted to pull that away from you so you would not operate in those gifts and talents. That's right. But you knew it was something about you, that you did have gifts, that you are talented, that it was something different about you. You knew it. But they didn't choose to tell you that because they didn't want you to operate in it. Y'all already know. The gov really knows what's going on with you guys, right? You do know that, right? You know that, right? And it gets even deeper to where the government might even let your family know what's up. And you might not know. Yes, clock it. They gonna do that too. They can do that too. But this series is gonna tell you all about the things you need to know. And this young lady, her information will be on the screen. Make sure you guys follow her as well, okay? Over on TT. And make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. All right, we're going to sing the song, and then we're going to go from there. Let's get into it. I am the diva, you heard about me. About to give you a reading, come listen to me. I'm a diva, I'm a diva. That's my intro. If you like it, I know you like it, hit the like button, share the video, hit me up for a personal one-on-one connection with me so we can get into what it is that you need to know. And of course, I do have my anointed money oils. They are on site, baby. We got them, and they selling like hotcakes. So I need you guys to go ahead and get yours so you can help with your manifestations, connect with the money gods. Okay, I'm just playing. Connect, okay? Let's connect together, okay? Go ahead and get your money oil and hit me up, honey. Everything you need to know is in the description bar below. And we're going to go from here. Let's get into it, okay? Let's dive deeper into this message, all right? Let's get into it.
I heard a creator on here say 9 times out of 10 the government knows that you have spiritual gifts, and this is 100% facts. Have you ever seen the show on Netflix, Supercell? Well, in that show, they were melanated people, melanated superheroes, and even way before they even realized that they had these gifts, they were being tracked from children, and traumatic things happened to them throughout this time. And I think that this is symbolizing a lot of the times we don't realize that there's a energies at play. There's energies at work. And I'm 100% grounded when I say that there are energies outside of ourselves that attach to certain people because they understand that they have a light, a glow, some type of spiritual gift, spiritual energy. There is so much there are so much things going around right now that y'all can't even see. It's trying to distract me, but I'm gonna keep going. parasites, the food that we eat, places that we enter that we have no business entering, people that surround us that are gatekeepers, that are handlers. These things are meant to stop you from accessing a certain level of higher consciousness. It's trying to prevent you from knowing who you truly are. And you have to realize that this is going on. The only way that you can really combat it is being aware. And I just bring all that up to say is tune into yourself, cut out all the distractions, realize who you are and what your purpose is on this earth.
See what I'm saying, y'all? I'm telling you, people know. They know, okay? And it's nothing to hide. Even though they've tried to hide it from you all your life, it's not hidden anymore, because now that everybody's waking up, people know. And they ain't got no choice but to say, okay, I need this person. I need to know what's going on. They're going to be reaching out. I'm pretty sure people reach out to you all the time, and they be wondering, like, do you know this, or can you tell me if this is true? There, people wanting advice from you, needing your help, needing you to pray for them, needing you to lay hands on them because you are a healer. Okay, just certain things that just, oh, can you do my hair? Can you do my child's hair? Certain things like that. They need your attention so that they can have that to say that they had a piece of you. That's them drawing your energy. People love your energy because you are a chosen one, and the chosen ones have such a vibration that is higher than most, and that vibration brings healing. That vibration brings peace. It brings joy to a lot of people. They won't tell you that, but that's why I'm telling you. The reason why is because they know if they let you know, you might they think you're gonna get big-headed and run with it. But if you don't run with it, they can have it too. They can have that energy from you. They can actually benefit from that in which you have. But don't go hiding your gifts. Y'all know the parable with the three who had the gifts or the talents, that the Most High gave them talents, and two of them really used their talents and their gifts. The other one, he hid his, and he was like, I don't want nobody to take this from me, so I'm gonna hide it from everybody. And at the end of the day, when it was time for judgment, the two that actually used their gifts, they were increased with more. But that one that hid his had his taken from him. And see, that's what these folks want you to do. Have yours taken from you so that they can have yours too. And we ain't about that life. We gonna have ours and theirs too, and whoever else's too. Because we gonna utilize our gifts. Period. All right, let's get to the next part of this message.
A creator on here suggested that I watch the movie 9. It's on YouTube for free right now, so go check it out if you haven't. But let's break it down in a 3-part series. First, I want to explain what the movie is actually about, and then we'll get into the symbolisms a little bit later. So the movie starts off pretty much with the scientist creating this machine, right? He creates this machine, and this machine was meant for good. This machine was meant to, I can't remember exactly what the machine was meant to do, but the machine ended up getting in the hands of the government. And of course, the government corrupted it, and it ended up turning against the whole world. And it turned the whole world upside down, inside out. And there was war against the humans. So once the scientists found out that there was a war against the humans, he put his consciousness, his divine spark, in these dolls, right? These dolls represent us, are the collective consciousness. There are 9 different dolls, and he puts the rest of his spark in this doll that had the number 9 on his back. The number 9 ends up once the scientist dies, the number 9 gains all of his awareness. He falls from on top of, this is symbolism in itself. He falls from on top of his, wherever he was sitting at. And which is even crazy. He's like the doll. He's like up like he's Christ, right? So there's so much imagery and symbolism. When I'm talking about symbolism, I'm talking, in regards of like the Gnostic text and the, ancient Kabbalah, all of those things. That's what I'm referring to when I say symbolism. So he's up on this post, right, that looks like Christ. He has his hands against the thing, and he ends up falling down, which represents the fallen angels, us, the collective. And he ends up falling down, and he gains his awareness of where he is and who he is, and he ends up going on this fool's journey. Now, if you want to stay tuned for the next episode, I will be breaking down the rest of the movie, so follow for more. All right, so this is part 2 of our 3-part series of breaking down the movie 9. It's on YouTube right now, so go check it out if you haven't, so we can talk about it together. Okay, so let's talk about the machine that the scientists created. So this represents a false god. The demiurge in the Gnostic text is the false god, false deity that wants to rule over the material world. It wants to feed off of the energy from the human souls, because we have something that it doesn't. We have a direct link to the divine conscious, the source, the one who created the stars, the cosmos, everything. Above that, below that, there is a lesser god that wants to rule over this whole earthly plane, right? And that is why there is so much fear there. That is why there's so much chaos going on right now, because it feeds off of that. It feeds off of the human souls, the human consciousness, and it keeps us in this loop. This is what represents when the dolls were getting sucked into the machine, the brain. It was consuming the dolls. It was consuming the souls. It was eating the soul. And it was getting stronger and more powerful, right? That is what is happening right now here on Earth. There is a demiurge, a creator, a deity being that is feeding off of the emotions from humans. Stay tuned for part 3, and we're going to break down the numerology aspect of it.